but the state of Maryland is pretty much a microcosm of the whole country. I mean, we're like the village that Hillary Clinton talks about.
Jonathan Carl has more on that.
That's right, Bernie. The Republicans made a big push to attract young voters and to reach out to them at their San Diego convention. They even set aside an entire session just for young Republicans. And it may have paid off. In the build-up, in the post-convention bounce we saw in the polls for Bob Dole, the biggest bounce came among voters aged 18 to 29. In the lead-up to the Democratic convention, much of the youth outreach efforts have been left to two young Democrats. Bobby Zirkin and Tracy Turoff have spent the last 3 months touring the country for the Clinton-Gore campaign. They call it the Democratic Youth Bus Tour, but it was actually a van. A van they drove 17,000 miles through 40 states, and it was an effort largely ignored by party leaders. Then came the Greyhounds. Last week, the DNC pumped some cash into the Democratic Youth Bus Tour, and on Tuesday, a real bus was added, giving about 40 young party activists a free ride to Chicago. Well, not quite free. As soon as they hit town, they were immediately sent to work. These are some of the Democratic foot soldiers for the fall campaign. As for Bobby Zirkin and Tracy Turoff, the ones who started this whole project with just them in their van, they're about to have their efforts recognized in a very big way. They're about to address the national convention. And back to you, Bernie.
You know, thank you. I want to say this, Chicago. Bill Clinton and I are ready. Are you ready for us?
That's such a feather in a corporate hat, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? To be known to break a union, incredible.
First of all, let me thank the young Democrats who are on this marvelous bus tour for being here. Welcome to Worcester and welcome to one of the finest establishments in our city. I thank you for holding my signs today and for holding Mike Donahue signs and John Kerry signs. I mean, it means a great deal to us. I thank you for marching alongside of my friends in ComGas. I mean, these are good, decent people, and they're being screwed by management, and I'll tell you, it means a lot to them and to all of us in this community for you to be standing side by side with them.
200 years ago, the people of Youngstown were pioneers. You were then pioneers as you built the world's greatest industrial machine. I want the college tuition of every family to be deductible up to $10,000 a year. And I want us to reach the point in America where 2 years of education after high school are just as universal as those first 12 years. We need that guarantee, and that's why I propose a tax credit for 2 years of community college for every American of any age to go back and get the education and training they need to make the most of their own lives. It is important.
My name is John Furch, and we're in Athens, Georgia, and we're here for the Young Democrats for America bus tour and a candidate forum and voter registration rally.
Thank the Georgia Young Democrats and the Georgia Democratic Party for having us here today. I'd just like to say that the point of this bus tour is very simple. We must put Bill Clinton and Al Gore back in the White House where they belong.
Young Democrats on a mission on their way, a mission of their own here in Alabama. Members of the 1996 Democratic Youth Tour braved the rain today to do volunteer work with Habitat for Humanity in Montgomery. The group is on a nationwide tour to increase voter turnout among the 20 to 30-something crowd. The tour's organizer modeled the event after a successful voter registration drive in his home state of Maryland.
We're touring 41 states from June 8th all the way to the convention, and it's really
It's about it's about voter education and voter registration. We're just going state by state by state in an effort to inspire young people to get ready for the November elections.
We're working with different organizations all over the country. Many are youth-oriented. This is a great community-oriented project. It's Habitat for Humanity is a national organization, but they do everything on a local basis, much like we're doing state by state, community by community.
The 3-month tour will wrap up next month at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago.
So where are we right now, Andy?
We're in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. It's southeast of Little Rock. We're at home of University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And
this is where Bill Clinton learned how to be a leader for 12 years as governor of the great state of Arkansas.
Taxi's waiting on his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die.
Buddy, how do you feel? You're getting serenaded here.
Sunny San Diego.
Got close enough to Oceanside to parallel the train. He's standing on the back platform of the caboose, pointing at us and like shaking his fist at us. He saw your van, Democratic Youth Bus Tour, our car, and 2 more all decorated with Clinton bar, and they're pointing and they're just standing out there waving their arms. If I could have gotten a video of that, that would have been something to take.
Go for pineapple, not for president.
0 people registering Republican. And here is the Democratic registration. What are we doing here? What are all these people here?
We want to get the new Americans on the racetrack. We want them to make sure that they know America is really a democracy for everybody. Everybody gets a fair shot, and not just for a few rich Republicans.
Thank you.
I'm from Guatemala, and what in today? I'm a new citizen today.
And who are you going to vote for?
For Clinton.
Young Americans were the most democratic of age groups for Bill Clinton in 1992, and his party hopes to keep them.
America, President Clinton